Hey guys, Mark here. I hope you're all doing well. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to tie a flat Turk's head knot bracelet. It is based on the flat lanyard knot that I have demonstrated in the previous tutorial, and we will expand that flat lanyard knot a couple of times to make it into a longer Turk's head knot. The big advantage of tying a Turk's head knot bracelet this way is that you're able to use a ball and loop method in order to close the bracelet. This makes it a lot easier to put on and off. As far as supplies for this project go, all you're going to need is 2 pieces of paracord. For a 6-inch bracelet, you will need about 7 feet of each of the cords. You're also going to need some scissors and a lighter, as well as a lacing needle. With that said, let's move on to the tutorial. To start off, pick up a piece of paracord. This one is about 7 feet long, and as you can see, I have folded it in half. I'm now going to tie a stopper knot in order to form the loop for our bracelet. Pick up your right end and place it over the left one, creating a bight. Pick up your left end, weave it through the bight over under, and we have tied a crown knot. Pick up your left end, go over the 2 middle cords and under the right one. Then pick up your right end, go under the 2 middle cords and over the left one. Then tighten up and you're going to get a triangular knot. The next step is to pull in some of the loop just to get it to proper size. Now let's move on to the main part of our tutorial, which is tying a flat Turk's head knot. We're going to continue by tying a flat lanyard knot. We're going to use our other hand as a mandrel, and we're going to place our cord around our thumb. Then pick up your left end and travel in between the fingers like this. Come behind your other 2 fingers and over your other end. Then make a loop going over these 2. Then here in between these 2 fingers, around the middle finger, and effectively over 2. Then pick up your other end, go over your first end here, then behind the 2 cords on the right, pick up the very end and weave it through, going over, under, over, under. So over, under, over, under. Make sure that your cord didn't slip out here. It should go under too. Then weave through these 5 cords. So over, under, over, under, and over. Like this. Then adjust your knot until it looks like a proper flat lanyard knot. So with that we have tied a flat lanyard knot. If you have any issues tying this knot, I'm going to leave a link in the description that you can use in order to tie this knot. We're going to continue by enlarging our flat lanyard knot 2 times. We're going to start by working in some of our working end, then pulling it out of a bottom section here. Then we're going to work in some of our other end and work it out of a bottom section on the other side. Like this. Put your ends off to the side. Like this. Then twist these 2 bottom sections towards the left side. Place your left section over your right one. Then take your left end and weave through, going over, under 2, over 1. Pick up your other end, the right one. Then weave through, going under, over, under, over and under. And by doing this, we have enlarged our lanyard knot once. We're now going to enlarge our flat lanyard knot for a second time, and the second enlargement is exactly the same as the first one. So take one of your ends and work it into the knot a bit. With it, enlarge one of the bottom sections. Take the other end and work it into the knot as well. And use it to enlarge the other bottom section. So something like this. Then move your ends off to the side. Twist the bottom sections towards the left. Place your left section over your right one. Like this. Then weave through it with your left end, going over, under 2, and over 1. Pick up your right end and weave through these cords, going under, over, under, over, under. And with that, we have completed the base knot for our bracelet. I'm now going to retighten it a bit, then we're going to double it up. So we have expanded the flat lanyard knot twice and we have done the hard part. Now what we're going to do is add in a second color and then finish off with a 4-stranded stopper knot. We're going to pick up our other cord. Again, it is 7 feet long, and we're going to attach a lacing needle onto the end. This is not absolutely needed, but it is handy. Run your cord through the stopper knot that we have tied at the beginning. And pull through half of the cord. Make sure that both ends are of equal length. We're going to start with the left end, and we're going to follow this left cord all through the knot, and then exit at an end on the other side. So once you exit on the other side, we're going to switch to the other end, so the right one. And we're going to do the exact same thing, but on the other side. So follow this right cord until you come out on the bottom side of your bracelet. So we now have 4 ends onto the bottom of the bracelet, and all there's left to do is do some tightening. After that, we're going to finish with a stopper knot. As far as tightening the knot goes, I highly recommend that you tighten it very tightly. I do it on a mandrel, but you can do it freehand, just be sure to make it as tight as possible. This will reduce any chances for errors and the knot moving around too much. Once you have tightened up the bracelet to a point that you're happy with, we're going to finish it with a stopper knot. Since we have 4 strands available, we're going to do a 4-stranded stopper knot. This can be a Matthew Walker knot, but I'm going to use a Turk's head terminal knot. To do that, pick up the 4 ends and place one to each side. Like this. Pick up one of the ends and place it counterclockwise over your next cord. Like this. Pick up your next cord, go counterclockwise over your next cord. The third cord goes over the fourth cord, and the fourth or last cord goes into the loop created by the first cord. Then tighten up. And we have a crown knot. I'm going to pick up one of the ends, this one, and I'm going to go past this cord under my next cord, and then through the middle. Pick up this cord, go past this cord here, under your next cord, then through the middle. Pick up the third cord, go past this cord, under your fourth cord, and through the middle. And now the last cord, the fourth cord, goes past this cord here, then up through the middle. Guys, if you had any issues tying this knot, I'm going to leave a link in the description that you can use. So here is the tightened version, and as you can see we have some distance between the knot and the bracelet. We're going to now pull in this distance, this slack, and work it through the knot and out the working end. Pick up your next end and do the same thing. And the next end. And the last end. Then simply retighten the knot by pulling on all of the ends. And what you're going to get is a nice looking Turk's head terminal knot, and you can cut the ends, melt them, and your bracelet is complete. Once I've completed my bracelet, the last step that I do is take some sort of a pipe and then rub it over the top of the bracelet just to flatten it out a bit. Guys, thank you for joining me in this tutorial. I hope it proved useful. Thank you and see you next time.